everyone, this is Melissa Audrey. I'm house sitting, so you may hear a cat. He wants to go outside, but he's not allowed to. That's what the owner said, so I am just listening to them. So if you hear him meowing or scratching at the door, that is why. Yes, I know it's very sad, but I just gotta do what they say. So, anywho, I wanted to come on here because I'm kind of in a funny place. I have been at IOP, the Intensive Outpatient Program, since before Christmas, and it's March. So it has been a ride. When I went in there, I was at a very, very low weight. So one of their main goals was for me to gain weight as well as just to become mentally in a better place. It has helped pretty significantly, and I definitely noticed a big difference. I put on like 20 pounds, a little over actually, and it's been kind of crazy. I'm still wrapping my head around that because I just found out these numbers like 20 minutes ago. And I don't know, I just wanted to come on here to kind of just talk my way through things. I am really grateful for the treatment that I've been given. I'm still going. I actually decided not to go today because I'm a little frustrated with the team right now and just how they're handling everything. So I don't really know if I will be continuing going. I know I will go back tomorrow because I'm meeting with my case manager and an outpatient therapist as well, just so I can figure out what the heck is going on. I was supposed to graduate tomorrow, but they pushed back my date. They haven't technically given me a date. They just said, how about in 3 weeks? So they just keep pushing it off, and it's really frustrating. But yeah, so the treatment's going kind of weird right now, and that's why I'm like not really feeling like going. There has been a lot of new people, which has been really cool, getting to meet new individuals and what they're like, etc. But I think once that influx of new people came, because a lot of people came at this like within like a week, I think the whole program kind of fell apart. And it's been really frustrating because, you know, I've been there since before December. I was there last year and graduated, so I did the whole program last year. And I've just been disappointed seeing that, like, the program isn't the same anymore. And I don't think it has to do with the new people. I think it has to do with the staff and the way that they're organizing things. They seem really scattered and, like, not really communicating with each other what the plans are. There's been a lot of time where you're just kind of sitting there and not really understanding what's going on, and the schedule has not been, there has not been a schedule really. They haven't been sticking to it. They have a written one, but they just haven't been sticking to it. People have been leaving in and out, and it's just been really frustrating. On top of that, there's been somebody in the group who's been mentioning a lot of triggering things that are happening to them or that they think, and they're sharing it with the group. And I know for me, I'm okay, I'm in a better place, but I know for a lot of them, the others that are new, this is probably really hard for them to hear, and it's been really frustrating that the therapists have not been stepping up when they have in the past. So that's how I'm feeling, and I'm kind of protesting today by not going. It's going to be a beautiful day, so I might go to the reservoir or something like that, but I don't know. So we'll see what goes on, but I just wanted to kind of hop on here, tell you that's where I'm at. I'm going to try and see if I can get my date pushed up because, for one, my weight is close to the highest it's ever been in my life. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I really have mixed emotions about it, if I'm going to be completely honest. I enjoy, like, I just got hit with like a lot of emotion. I think like this number is something that's been hard. In the past, I hit this number just a little bit over when I was about 16, I want to say, 16, 17, and it completely made me spiral. Just because, you know, numbers are really hard for me, and I try and avoid them as much as I can. Man, I just completely went like into another land for a second. So, since I'm at this weight, I'm feeling like, okay, I'm at a good weight. I shouldn't be required to continue to gain weight. That being said, I've been following my own hunger and have not been eating the weight gain plan that they have put for me. They said that I could put it more into a non-weight gain plan. What is it called? Like a stabilization or something. I've continued to gain weight since then, and I think that's when it just hit me now. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, am I gonna stop? Which I know I will, and my body's figuring it out. I really put it through a lot of shit for a good portion of last year, so it's probably just protecting itself. I'm also on a medication right now that one of the side effects is weight gain, so that could also be influencing it. So, yikes. All of this is hitting me right now as we're speaking, and I think that's what's important about having this conversation, because I'd rather be able to talk about it with you guys instead of just me internally just like go crazy about it. So anyway, the weight part is good. I am kind of confused because 2 days ago, I was told that I was still orthostatic, which, if you don't know what that means, it means that your body just is not able to, it's really difficult to explain because I don't 100% understand it. I just know that they measure your blood pressure and your heart rate laying down, so they get you resting. So you're there for 5 minutes, they measure you, and then you stand up for 2. And then they measure it again, and if there's a huge difference in your blood pressure or in your heart rate, it's concerning because your body's not able to catch up, and that's very typical in people who are underweight or malnourished, dehydrated, etc. And for me, I'm at the highest weight I've been hydrating well, I've been following my hunger cues for the most part. So I don't really know what's going on. But yeah, it could just be a fluke. It could be my medication. This is a newer one. I've only been on it for a few weeks. So who knows? Wow, I've just gone to like a bad place. I think my head is really starting to stick on that number. It's the reality of an eating disorder, you guys. I am not fully recovered. I still need a lot of help, and I think that's why I'm frustrated with treatment right now, because I'm not getting the help that I need. And, I'm having to do a lot of this on my own, and luckily I'm in a way better place than where I started, and I feel a lot of sympathy for the people who just started in this program and are not receiving the help that they should be receiving. So I don't know, this is kind of sucky because mentally and emotionally, I'm still battling a lot, and luckily like I said, I'm in a better place, so I'm able to do some of this on my own. And I've gone crazy with journaling and just filling up notebooks about whatever my worries and my insecurities, and then trying to challenge those thoughts that I have, and also just doing the homework that we've been given and all that stuff. And it's just been whew. So yeah, that's where I am at. I'm kind of stuck on that number, I think, now. I weighed myself a few weeks ago and it was a different number, and so I'm kind of a little bit shocked by the gain in such a short period of time. I also know that my treatment team has said that I can exercise more, or I can actually exercise, I guess. So I've been like, oh, okay, I can do that. But one part of me doesn't want to, because this is like kind of a thought that's really just doesn't make sense, but I really don't want to, because like I feel like I don't look like I should, you know, which is silly, but I don't know. I was always a really lean girl, and now I'm like average, like in the middle, I guess. And sorry, I'm getting kind of emotional about this. There's something like that I really hold important about being that small girl. That's who I've always been, and now I've been filling in, and just feeling a little bit more insecure. I used to be really confident, and I always felt my best when I was smaller, which is really messed up, because like physically I felt like crap, but at least I felt like I looked good. And now I am feeling better, but also at the same time still orthostatic, still unsure of where my body is gonna land, because it just keeps growing. And for someone who's had an eating disorder, or even just a normal person, when you start gaining weight and you're not knowing why, it's kind of scary, because weight is so, like, not weight, but like your body size is so important in society. And I really do support men and women who are able to embrace their body for what it is and not try and restrict it. I'm really proud of those people, but I'm over here feeling kind of guilty. And like I had this conversation a little while ago, but I just feel like I don't recognize myself. Like I'm like, who is this? Like I have never seen my body like this before. I have gained a lot more weight than I am used to, and I think one of the reasons why I've been hesitant to work out is because, for one, I feel like I shouldn't because I don't look the part, and two, because I'm afraid of the over-exercise becoming an issue, because I really don't like the way I look, and I would just be doing it for the looks. So I'm kind of just kind of stuck. So yeah, that's where I'm at. This is a lot of rambling. I am both very proud of myself and feel confident in my skin, and at the same time very, very insecure and very sensitive and gentle, and I feel like very, very delicate vase. That one little rock will make everything shatter. So that's what I'm kind of at. I'm trying to be a hardier vase, some terracotta shit or something, but that's where I'm at. And this is just me being real. I wish I had something that I was like, yes, like, this is great, I am feeling awesome, IOP is the best, I am a new person, all that stuff. And in some ways, yeah, IOP has helped, and I'm definitely becoming a new person, something that I'm in a different place in my life than I've ever been before, but it feels really, really hard and really scary, and I'm facing unknowns right now. I'm about to go to school in a few months. I think I'm going to school in state. I have applied to 3 schools, which I have been accepted to, and I think I am going to the one in state. Just seems like everything's lining up there, and I think it'll be the safest for my recovery, just to maintain where I'm at and continue to get better. Where I think if I was to go to state, I think it would be really risky. So that's something But yeah, I'm just trying to hold on to that and trying not to let my insecurities about how I look right now get to me too much. And yeah, I'm a little emotional, and that's what happens when you no longer use your eating disorder to cope with emotions. Everything just bubbles up a lot, and it's overwhelming. Excuse me. I didn't think I'd be crying in this video, like, at all. It's just kind of crazy. Like, I was going in and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about eating disorders and stuff, like, it's great. And now I'm like, this is the reality of what it's like to live with an eating disorder, and how even when I'm in several months post-relapse, I'm still, like, struggling. And I'm realizing this is gonna take a lot longer, and it's really scary because I keep gaining weight, and I'm trying to figure out what that means to me. Because at one point, I think of other beautiful, beautiful women in my life who are heavier than I am now, and are just so beautiful, and have the most beautiful curves, and are confident, and can rock any outfit or bathing suit, and they work out, and they just live their best life. Like, that is goals. But at the same time, like, there's this part of me that's like, what is this? I don't know if I'm ready for this. It's a new land. I don't want to restrict myself and continue to follow the life of anorexia, because that's a half-life. It truly is a half-life. But you know, it's hard just moving on, because it's like losing something that you've had for a long time. I've had this 10 years, maybe not anorexia for 10 years, but I've had these insecurities and this emphasis on weight and the way my body looks, and using behaviors to keep myself small, which eventually spiraled down into an eating disorder a few years later. I just want to love myself, and I want to be happy and confident. I think of this project that I did when I think I was in like 4th or 5th grade. I found it in a box like a month or so ago when I was showing my partner some of like things from my childhood, and I came across this poem that I wrote, and it was a very, you know, like little kid poem, and I remember like being like, I am pretty, I am smart, I am funny, like things like that. I want to find that and like hold that close to me, because I think that's really important right now. And that's like, that little girl who wrote that, she's goals. Like, she loves herself, and I don't know where she left me, but I want to prove to that girl that I am beautiful, and that I am smart, and I am lovable, and I'm funny, even when sometimes I wonder if people are like, what the fuck is this girl talking about? And that's okay, because I'm crazy and random and nothing makes sense sometimes, but that's just who I am. I want to embrace that. I want to embrace all of it. I don't want to be thinking that my worth is only based off weight and the way I look. And how smart I am, whether people like me or not, etc., etc., etc. I just want to like me for me and do my own thing, and if people enjoy that, they can hop on and be a part of my life and help me grow, and I'll help them grow and just become more the people who we are. I think that's what I want. I don't want to keep living a half-life, a life that's barely living in some points. I want to live a full life that I love, a full life with emotions and fun and just being me. I feel like I lost me over the years. So that's what I'm working on right now, is finding who I am and what I deserve. For so long, I thought that I didn't deserve anything good or anything positive, and I'm trying to change that now. So that's what I'm working on. My body's catching up physically, and now I'm doing the emotional work. So even though I am physically in a much, much, much better place, there is still so much work to be done. That's eating disorders for you. That's mental health. That's life. Just because something looks fine on the outside doesn't mean it is on the inside yet. I'm doing good. Honestly. Even though I'm crying and there's hard points, honestly, I'm doing really well. I'm happy in my relationship. I've been struggling in some points, and I'm able to cope with it. I'm able to reach out. I'm talking on this video, guys, with you guys right now, and not be like, ugh, she's disgusting. She has no makeup on. She just got out of the shower. She's wearing clothes that are probably on the realm of being too small, etc., etc. I'm just doing me, and I'm going to continue to do me, and I'm going to figure out this stupid treatment thing and figure out what I need and what I deserve, and I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep fighting. I was talking with my partner last night, and I'm like, I want a freaking tattoo. I want it to be a symbol of who I am and what my purpose is, and my relationship with God, and just so many things. I just want to make myself feel even more beautiful. And I want to have that constant reminder. I think that was one of the best things I could have ever done. Let's get this tattoo here. It says Warrior, and I got it a few years ago, and I wanted to get it for several years as a reminder. Once I, recovered from self-harm, which is something that I was struggling with since I was probably about 15, 16 years old, I wanted to get this as a reminder of how strong I am, and that I can get through anything, and that I am a warrior. And I was planning on getting it after a year of not self-harming, and that was at the time when I made that goal. I was so far-fetched. I was I'm never gonna get this tattoo. This is impossible, and I don't know, I can't even imagine my life without it. I want to, but how am I gonna stop, etc. That was my thought. So one day, I was just screw it, let's get it. I was camping with my best friend and my mom and my mom's friend, and I decided, hey, let's just go to this tattoo shop. They seem like they have some good work. Let's get this done. And they free-handed it on for me, and it has kept me from self-harming so many times. So now I'm nearly 2 years in, I don't want to say recovery, but feel like I have not self-harmed in nearly 2 years. This month at the end, I think it's like the 28th or something like that. It'll have been 2 years, which is huge. I never thought in my life I'd get this far. And so I'm really glad that I get that example, my own example, that if I can recover from self-harm, I can recover from anorexia. And I can start to live my life and be more free and not be held down by that pain. You know, I can move on and I can move forward and I can move up. So, I hope you all have an amazing, amazing, amazing day or night. I hope you sleep well. I hope you got something from this. I would love if you guys could comment down below or message me privately, however which you prefer. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to make a video answering questions if you guys have them. So please do that. Please like this if you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, just like sit down, rambling, emotions, blah, all that jazz. I will for sure make more if that's what you're interested in. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video and love you.